Close our eyes. Bring your hands in front of your heart in prayer. And we'll begin the practice with one O. So exhale fully. And inhale. And go ahead and flutter your eyes open. And let's begin with some cat-cow. And I'm going to turn sideways. I'm going to modify this cat-cow. My intention today is to be a little more mellow with my practice. We'll see if I'm able to adhere to that. I sometimes tend to be one of those who really likes to push, but so we're gonna do our cat-cow. So you know when you do cat-cow on your hands and knees, it's very obvious when your belly or your udders are coming down in the cow pose towards the ground. Your tailbone lifts up towards the ceiling and your breastbone or sternum reaches forward and up. And then when you round, you're rounding like a cat. Well, so you just imagine doing that, like turning the cat and the cow up towards facing the wall. It's the same motion, but we're going to bring our hands onto our knees and inhale, reach our sternum up. You can still anterior tilt your pelvis and bring those sit bones a little bit towards the back wall. And we inhale here. Let's exhale here. And inhale again. And now exhale, coming into our cat, rounding our spine, pulling the low belly in, and maybe even hanging back on the knees. Inhale. And exhale again. And now inhale, pull it together. And exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. Let's go ahead and find a neutral spine, rooting down, stacking our head, our shoulders, and our pelvis over each other for a nice long spine. Bring your hands back behind you. Let's go ahead and let's turn our fingertips for this first one back towards the wall behind you. And carry through that same sort of spinal rotation. So inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Notice how the arms kind of change the movement. Inhale and look up. And exhale, round. All right. Now let's go ahead and take our fingers, interlace them, flip the palms up towards the ceiling, and reach up, look up. Find that length in your spine. Inhale here. And exhale, pull it forward. Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Let's bring our hands once again behind, interlacing your fingers behind your back. Let's reach our arms long. Inhale. Sternum reaches towards the ceiling. And exhale, round it out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. And bring your arms up into prayer in front of your heart. Reach them wide, bring them together, and reach them down in front of your heart. And again, wide and up, bringing them down in front of your heart. We'll hold here. Let's just press the heels of our hands into each other and breathe here. And go ahead and interlace your fingers and doing it the opposite way that you tend to. So if you tend to bring your left fingers in behind your right, do the opposite. And let's flip our hands again and reach up. And maybe bend and bring your hands behind your back. Let's flip it and reach. Look up at the hands. And then go ahead and bring your elbows out to the side and your hands behind your head. And again, inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it down. And let's turn. Inhale. And exhale. Notice if it feels stiff, mine certainly does. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale back to center. Exhale over to the other side. Let your head follow. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. And inhale back to center. Now let's bring one hand down. You can keep your other hand up and we'll reach over to the side. Really leading the way with the elbow. Feeling that nice stretch in your whole side body. And breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale all the way back up. Take that hand down. Let's just shake it out a little bit. And then bring that hand down to the mat. And let's take our other hand behind our back, cradling our head. And exhale over to the side. And just bend your elbow and lean into the stretch, rooting down through the opposite hip, so whichever direction you're going. And breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. All right. Let's actually come to hands and knees. So we're going to carry through that same cat-cow. So go ahead and spread your toes as much as you're able onto the mat, reaching them out, rooting them down. And let's just do a couple of cat-cows. So inhale and exhale round. Inhale and exhale round. And let's go ahead and come into our first down dog. So spreading your toes on the mat, spreading your fingers wide, and trying to even out the weight from your hands and your feet. And we breathe here, inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And now on the next exhale, so inhale, exhale, we bend your knees. And inhale, step your feet up to your hands. Flat back, looking up. And exhale, we fold. And go ahead and cradle your elbows in your hands, really draping your torso
on your thighs. Just let your back release here for this first Uttanasana. This forward fold. Nice, long, easy breath. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And go ahead and lift up halfway again. Exhale, we fold. And inhale. Sweep our arms up, overhead. Reaching up, up, up. Finding that nice line. And then bring your hands to your side. Let's go through a sun salutation. So inhale, sweep your arms up. And they touch, meet in overhead. Exhale, hinging at the hips. We fold forward, bring your hands down to the mat and fold. Bending your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. And then exhale, step or float back and lower down through your chaturanga. Inhale into your upward facing dog or your cobra. And let's hang out here. Inhale. Strong legs. Exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. And then come into child's pose here. Draping down. Checking in. Reminding ourselves we're not pushing today. This is just sort of a nice, easy maintenance practice. Inhale again. And exhale. And let's go ahead and come back into our down dog again. And breathe. We're going to go ahead and explore a three-legged dog. So lift up one leg. I'm going to lift up my hurt leg first. So lift that foot up towards the sky. And trying to keep your feet level or your hips level as much as feels right. Breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. Let's go ahead and stack those hips. Notice that hip opening. Just enjoy that. And then bend that knee. And maybe look under your armpit for that foot. And just enjoy that little bit of a gentle back bend. And it should be gentle. And let's stack those hips again. Notice how they're different. And now I'm going to bring my knee to my upper arm, my shoulder, my elbow, whatever I can. Bring it forward. And inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, bring it forward. And inhale, sweep it back. And now we're going to set it down. So I may need to just talk you through this side. We'll see how the foot handles it. So three-legged dog. Inhale, reach that leg up. Nice level hips. And we're breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now stack those hips. And enjoy that nice long line. So as you reach your leg long, push into the arms. Find that length in your spine. Inhale here. And exhale. And inhale again. And exhale. Let's bend that knee. Looking back for that foot. Breathing here. And again, inhale. And exhale. Let's level out those hips. And then exhale, bring your knee forward. And inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, sweep it back. And exhale, sweep it forward. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And now set it down. And let's go ahead and just walk our feet to our hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, all the way up. Arms rise and come together. And exhale, hands back down to your side. Okay, inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And let's go back to our chaturanga. And lower all the way down. All right, so we're gonna come into Sphinx pose and do some of those nice gentle back bends that I talked about. So your hands are on the mat, stretched out in front of you. Maybe your elbows could be a little bit forward of your shoulders, or they could be a lot forward of your shoulders. And we're just gonna pull the mat towards us and use that to find this gentle back bend. Inhale here. And exhale. And inhale again. And exhale. Let's go ahead and lower down to the mat. And take your hands back just by your low ribs. So in front of my floating ribs. And inhale, lifting up. And I'm not really having my hands do much of the work right now. Look forward. Inhale, breathe. Notice how the legs are starting to get engaged. They need to reach back in order to give you length in your spine. Maybe your knees come up off the mat. And exhale, lower down. Go ahead and set your head down one way or the other onto your cheek. And I'll rest here. Let's go ahead and do it again. Inhale, lifting up. Maybe float your hands up. And now interlace your fingers behind your back and reach long with the hands, lifting up, holding here. And lower down. Maybe you rest on the other cheek. You can release the interlaced fingers and bend your legs so that you're at the knees, so that you're bringing your feet up towards the ceiling. And reach back for your ankles. Let's come into bow pose, Dhanurasana. So I'm going to keep my feet wide, this first one, kicking back through the legs. Notice how that strong kicking back lifts me up. And then maybe I let my knees float up off the mat, reaching my toes towards the ceiling, looking forward. Inhale here. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Lower down. And this next one, I'm going to bring my feet together and I might move my hands a little bit down my shins. So let's kind of bring our feet together and we'll go one more time. Inhale, lift up and back, kicking your feet back, reaching your sternum forward and breathing. Inhale and exhale. And notice the hamstrings getting active. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. And lower down, let's release. And maybe take your hands to your low back, around your sacrum. Shimmy your hips side to side. Just check in.
And then we'll go ahead and take our hands beside our chest and chaturanga position. And we'll push back into child's pose position again. And you can have knees wide or knees together. I prefer my knees together because I like to just rest my torso on my thighs. And we'll breathe here. And we'll go ahead and come back up. And we're going to come into a Ustrasana, camel pose. So you have a couple of options. You can come and tuck your toes, like, let me show you with this one. Tuck your toes under like this, and you can grab the heel that way. I don't currently have that at my disposal. And even with that, if you need a little bit more height than even like this, you can put a bolster across your heels and it gives you a little more height, and then you can find that reach, okay? Another option is you could kind of come up against a wall. Oh, okay, don't do that. And you can use the wall as some information here. Hopefully you can see me. You can push into the wall, push up towards the wall, trying to keep your chest connected here. And you can even hang out here. So that is an option if you don't want to go back onto the extended feet. So you're going to try to have all of your toes flat on the mat as much as possible. If it hurts your head to go all the way back, but it's kind of uncomfortable to have your neck hanging back. When I had a neck injury, I found that if you roll up a towel right here along your around your neck, and you can kind of tuck the pieces of the towel underneath so you don't lose it. And when you rest your head back, it rests on the towel. All right? So that is an option for you. You want to go there. Go ahead and let's go for it. So inhale and exhale. We'll go back, grab for those heels. And maybe you drop your head back, look back. Breathe here, inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Now pushing into the mat with your feet and your legs. Come all the way up. And let's send our bum back. And we'll fold forward. And just rest our head down here in child's pose. One more inhale. And exhale. Okay. We'll come back onto our seats. If you want, and you have a block, you can take a block right here where your heart rate strap would go. Like just above your heart rate strap if you were wearing a heart rate strap, or a bra would be just around the bra strap, okay? So you're going to rest, and you can be obviously on the low part of this. We're going to hang our head back. You can have your hands out here to the side. If you want a little bit more, you can turn it to the high, and you can even have it rest along your, like in the narrow way, so that it's just along your spine, and allowing your scapula to drape on either side of it.
intensify and activate the stretch. And obviously we're breathing. Slowly, slowly, we come out. And we lie down. And we'll take a little mini Shavasana. So extending your body along the mat. Arms at your side. Your palms facing up. Just let your body sink into the earth. And you want to stay here as long as you feel like you need. And for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and bring you out. So wiggle your fingers and your toes. And let's reach our arms up overhead, extending our legs long. We'll be a little more passive here, so rather than really actively reaching. You can just rest here for a moment. And now bend one knee and slide that foot along the mat, and then lift that knee up. You can grab that knee with your hands and pull it into your chest. And take a couple breaths, inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and place that foot back down on the mat. Slide the leg long. And bend the other knee. Sliding that foot along the mat. Up towards our pelvis, and then we'll lift that knee up off the mat and hunk that in towards the chest with our hands. And breathe here. Taking our time, inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. One more, inhale, and exhale. Go ahead and bring the other knee up to join it. We'll rock side to side, massaging our sacrum, that flat part of our low back. And maybe you roll onto one side and then the other, or maybe you just take your hands behind your knees and kick your feet and come up to seated. And come into an easy seated pose. And bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. And we'll end with 1-0. Inhale. I hope you enjoyed this practice and you have a wonderful day. Take
Take care of yourself.
Namaste.